Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More. We're back at the tiny laundromat, going to see if it's still doing better with sales. We're going to collect quarters, see how much is in there, or see if it's a horrible week like we had at the start of the year. It's Fun Car Friday, so I'll have the Aston Martin out for the first time in a while, and I'll have a full video on that car on my car channel as well, if anybody's interested, Mark's House of Cars. But this tiny laundromat I bought almost a year ago, June of 2023. That's crazy. But we had some issues today, so we'll talk about those. We'll see what's going on there. We've made a little bit of progress on my new plans to add new machines and rent out the back and all of that. And like I said, we'll see how much money is in the machines and clean this place up a little bit too. All right. First off, we always check those, so we'll see how much money is in there, and that'll give us an indication of what's in the machines. But when I came in here, there was a good sign. There was someone here using all the dryers, all of them, but they said they weren't heating very well. And I also got a text yesterday saying they weren't heating very well either. These two are good. And this one down here is actually good too, which people almost never use that one. This one is not heating, and I don't think that one is heating either. So we've got to figure out how to fix those. I've got my other larger laundromat that has speed queen dryers, and these are completely different, even though they look pretty much the same. So I wasn't able to do the quick fixes I did on the other ones to get these working. I'll have to do a little bit more research. And then my one of my guys who works for me too, has been a ton of help, has been helping fix machines too and research them. So he's gonna come over and look at it if I can't get anything going. Now I was a little bit confused here because I could not get this door open when I first got in here. And this crazy vent had fallen down somehow and knocked over some drywall that was jammed against the door, and so I had to use this ruler to kind of pry it all off. But that was strange. For a second there, I'm like, what is happening? Is someone trying to lock me out of here? But I know that there's no way in here except this door, so that would be very strange. I also noticed this. So we got a hole in the floor. That's not good. And I can't remember if this board has always been here or if that's something newer, but the board had slipped off and I just about fell through the floor just a little bit. So here are the Dexters, and then back here, we've got the ancient old Sissels, which we're going to replace here soon. And we'll go look in the shop back here, and hopefully what we're replacing them with are here. So I promise we're making progress. But it's so linty back here. I know we cleaned this before, but one of the issues, I don't know when this happened, that vent popped off. So it is just venting into here, which is not good either. So need to fix that and clean up all the lint. While we're at it, we'll clean all these vents out as well. And maybe that'll help with the dryers, but they're just simply, that's not heating at all. So on the other ones, there's a flap that you could kind of toggle, and that helped fix things. I don't see that easy flap on here. So again, we'll get all this cleaned up. I'll try a few things and we'll see what happens. Should we go in the shop first, or should we collect quarters first? Let's collect quarters first because no one's here right now, and that's much more fun. But we're gonna, of course, check the change machine here, and we'll see if lots of quarters are gone or lots of quarters are still in here. That'll give us an idea of how we did. Oh, quite a few are gone. Not a ton, quite a few. I don't know if that'll be better than last week or not, but it could definitely be way, 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 way worse. So we'll count that later. We'll fill this back up with quarters. We'll pick that up, and then we'll check the machines. Almost forgot to check the little guy. Oh, there's some more in there too. That's our backup one. And it's still got plenty of quarters, but maybe next time we'll top that one off too. As usual, we start with the worst ones first. Our old ones, which we are replacing, I promise. And there should be progress made, I'll show you. There's actually been more in there the last few times than usual. And you can feel that one's hot. That one's been working too. Someone said this one wasn't working either. And that's the crazy thing is sometimes like the dryer doesn't work, And I come in here, I test it, it works fine. The washer doesn't work, I come in here and test it, it works fine. So that can be the tricky part too about fixing machines, is when they're not broken for you, how do you fix them? Kind of like whenever your car is broken, you take it to the mechanic, and then it works fine for the mechanic, right? Just had that happen with my truck. That's a good amount for that. That one usually has very little in it, so hopefully that means this one is good too. You know, the taillights on my Velociraptor haven't been working at night, and I took it in. It also was overheating, got the thermostat fixed, and they're like, your lights are fine, nothing's wrong with them, you just need to turn the knob. I'm like, I think I know how to turn the knob. Oh, not bad. Don't know if that's as much as last week, but not bad. I'm like, yeah, they're pitch black. I have to drive with my hazards on at night, no matter where it's turned. Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, so that's always fun. Okay, I think that's less than last week, but it's still better than some of our bad weeks. It's not bad. It's not real low, it's just a little low. That's okay. That might be a little less than last week too. Not bad. I feel like I might say the same exact things every week. I apologize. I'll try and come up with some new taglines. Whoa! That was amazing. Wasn't that amazing? We'll check this one. Oh, we gotta use the other key for this guy. Yeah, that one almost always has very little in it. That's why, even though I think this one might work right here, I keep forgetting to bring a coin box for it, which I have at the other laundromat. But I'm not in a hurry to get it going, just because no one uses this one, so I don't know why they would use that one either. Maybe that's poor logic on my part, but that's what I'm going with. Now we'll check the old school top loaders. And some of these will be leaving soon too, I promise. Ew, that was real poor, but that machine doesn't get much love. I think it's about time to get rid of that one. People used to use it a lot more. I think it's the cheapest one, but they've been using it less lately. So, different key for that. Yeah, it's definitely less this week than last week. But I don't think it's a go home and cry week. That's okay, not amazing. Again, I think I say that all the time. One more to go. And we'll use this one, this, right? Maybe, what is going on? There we go. That was kind of tough. It's okay. Whoa. Oh, yeah. I was confused for a second. There we go. That box doesn't fit in there great. So, if I can do that, it's not an amazing week, but it's not as bad as some of our worst weeks. We'll count it all up and see what we've got. And we'll do the lint traps. Pretty full for how little money was in there. It wasn't that bad, I guess. This is why you do most of your sweeping and cleaning after you do the lint traps, because they make a mess. Almost nothing in that one. Oh, there's some more. Hey, that almost works better than taking it all the way out. I didn't wear my mask. Now I'm gonna be sneezing lint. Great. So here's our car wash in the back, which I'd love to have going right now. And that's getting a little bit frustrating because I've asked my guy, who said he got a parts list a while ago, to get the parts together, let's get it fixed. And I've asked more than a couple times. I still don't know if we have any progress being made on getting those parts. So I need to ask him again today, hey, do we have progress on the parts? Because there should be progress in here. There's some progress. That thing, I don't know what to do with that, but I want to rent out the shop. I was hoping it was mostly cleared out. Well, the table's gone. That's good. There's a crazy old table. And these are hopefully the best dryers that we got from the bankrupt laundromat I bought a bunch of machines from my other laundromat. Got a bunch of washers there. Hopefully at some point we can bring a couple of those washers here too that are bigger. And then we have our pop machine right here, which he said was way too heavy to lift. So we might just scrap it. The compressor's bad. You can tell me, is that worth anything? Is it worth trying to sell? Is it worth giving someone, or do we just scrap it? And then my signs are still here. I thought I lost these. Why are these signs cool? Because this one, oh, that one too, right? Or no, one of them, operating instructions, are these not the right ones? I had a sign that said how to wash white wall tires. It was so cool. Well, where'd it go? Yeah, I told people, do not throw away the signs. Brush instructions. Oh. Those are just basic ones. I have really cool ones. I'm gonna have to go back to my videos and see what they look like. I don't think these are them. Okay, well, that's disappointing. And yeah, we don't need all that crap under there. Ugh, gross. And tires, of course I have tires. And we don't need tires in here either. All right, so a little bit of progress being made. Now we're counting quarters, and I could tell this wasn't as good as we have been doing. So that's not as much fun, but we still do it anyway. The last few weeks have been really fun because I could tell there was a lot of quarters in there. But for the dryers, we had 319 quarters, which is less than $100, which is definitely less than what we've been doing so far, or at least recently. And then we'll see what the washers have in them. This is the new washers first, because I thought they might have less in them, so I try and do the least amount first, and then we'll do the other one. So, 192. Not very much. 193, sorry. 193. My change machine spits out quarters that might not be real or have issues, but it usually takes them again once you try it the second time. Well, the old machines did have more. $429, so at least we got over $100, but not by much. That was not that great. So here's our historic sales chart, which started all the way back in June, and we're in April now, so we're getting close to June now, which is crazy. Time flies when you're having fun counting quarters, that's for sure. There was our record back in October. I think that's our record. They're close, but that's when the car wash was working. Again, trying to get the car wash up and running. Really wish we could do that faster. I wish it was up and running by now. So we'll keep working on that, and then we'll see where we're at. You can see the crazy up and downs we had at the start of this year. Then things kind of leveled out, did real good. And boom, 187, which is interesting because if you remember how much was in the change machine, it was 186. So almost exactly the same amount in the machines as we had in the change machine. Sometimes there's more, sometimes it's less, But I always tell people what's in the change machine is an indication of what will be in the washers and dryers. And that was pretty accurate in this case, up within $1. So we had a bad week. Hopefully we'll recover. Hopefully we can get those dryers heating again, because that's the number one thing we don't want, is we don't want to chase people away because our stuff isn't working. So my guy's going to go over there. He's going to see if he can fix them. I could not do anything. Like I said, I kind of learned how to use the Speed Queens and fix those a little bit, but not these Dexters. So I wasn't able to research anything or find anything simple. Maybe he can, because he can research and watch YouTube videos and spend a little more time on it than I can. And we'll see how that all goes. Hopefully we also get those other dryers in and that big old behemoths out, which give people more options as well for drying clothes. And if they work better, maybe more people will come in too. And if they know there's more dryers available, maybe more people will come in as well. Eventually, we'll get bigger machines for washers in too, fingers crossed, and we'll get the car wash up and running, fingers crossed. In fact, today I washed the Aston Martin. It would have been nice to be able to use my free car wash that I own instead of having to pay for one. Because, well, it's only $5, but still, it's the principle that counts. All right, so we will be back here next week. We'll have hopefully more updates on progress being made. We'll also have more videos on the other laundromat that has much more money coming in, much bigger. It's kind of paying for this one for the moment. And we'll see if we can improve that one as well. Of course, we welcome all comments, ideas, commentary, and I'd love to hear what you think too. All right, we'll be back with more laundromat videos, liquor store videos, commercial property videos, residential property videos, flip videos, and all kinds of other stuff as well.